name is brylle, and I'm the director of The Couple. So my experience on this film was long. So we had a long process to get to it. A lot of obstacles came into, at least for me, during the writing process and trying to envision how we were gonna do this. But I just had to tough it out and get to it. And I'm glad that we did it. One more towards the anthology that Angel's making, and we got the crew together and we made a great film.
My name is Veronica and I'm playing Anita.
And my name is Jordan and I'm playing Jared.
My favorite scene to shoot was any scene where I was like aggressively sick, because the makeup was really cool, and they had to like spray me with water to make me look super sweaty. And anytime where I get to play an extreme emotion like almost dying is always really fun for me. And the most difficult part of shooting was probably trying to maintain continuity of sickliness between scenes. Like, my character's supposed to progressively get better, but I wanted to be conscious of that when we were shooting. I didn't want one scene where I'm like really sick and then the next scene I'm all of a sudden so much better at taking care of my boyfriend. Like, I hope I achieved that. I don't know if I honestly did.
So my favorite scene would probably be when Veronica was taking care of me, because it was pretty cool and I was sick and the makeup was dope on it. The hardest part about filming was probably the interaction part with the other actors, but Veronica did a good job of making me feel comfortable, but it's always hard for me to, because I don't show too much public affection, display of affection, so it's always hard for me to create those feelings, but I felt like the chemistry was there and I hope it turned out, but that was the hardest part.
All right, so what inspired me to write this this film was, I guess for me, there's always little bits and pieces of me in my art. So, like, for my personal life, I've drawn from it. And with that said, like, all my other friends also went through it too. I've heard stuff that other people went through, and I felt like this would be a love letter for everyone that's kind of been through it. Like couples, friends, anybody that's had a hard time during COVID, being in one place for 14 days,
Yeah.
That's kind of what inspired me to do it.
It was definitely based off on us, but more exaggerated. I mean, that's film, but yeah, it was my first experience with you for 14 days straight. We did fight a lot, but at the end, we loved each other.
Roll 2, scene 16, take 1.
You need to start down this way. Start carrying.
All right, whenever you guys are ready. Action.
Okay, all right, I'm sorry. Give me just a second. Fran, shut up.
Okay. That was good though. Until we started laughing.
Said something. It was cool, man. It was fun to be back with like Brylle and Fran and you guys. My first time working with second time working with Jordan Garcia. No, it was cool seeing just like, cause I know Brylle had talked to me about the idea for the story a while back, and it was cool to finally after doing the script readings and like the rehearsals, it was cool to finally be on set. And things always go wrong. Like, we had an issue with the balcony and stuff, and the place was a little tighter than we thought it was gonna be. But I mean, I think that's kind of fun of the process, to be able to find those challenges and still make it work. It's just kind of thinking on your feet, like, oh shit, well the balcony's done, what can we do? Let's tie the balloon to the door instead of how can we make it still interesting? And and it's like a group effort, because we all kind of come up with the different ideas together, and then it happens, it makes it work.
The plans that I got for this film after it's released, I'm gonna send it to a whole bunch of other film festivals, get the film out there. Hopefully a lot of people receive it well. I just want people to get a different perspective on what other people went through, and that they're not alone in what they went through.